And
Yeah.
then awesome. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you guys so much. And for those of you checking out the replay, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. We're so excited that everyone can be here today. We have 4 speakers today. I am Kim Warder and I am in Chesapeake, Virginia. I have been with Young Living for about 5 years now and have absolutely loved serving my community and friends and family and friends who have become family. And helping them with achieving their wellness goals and getting healthier. I think we're in a time of our world where having a strong immune system is really critical, and doing everything we can to support our bodies is just wonderful. And I just want to say, first of all, congratulations. And I'm just so proud of you guys for making your health a priority and for being here and for watching the replay. And for those of you on live, thank you so much for caring about yourself enough to be here and making that a priority. So I have absolutely loved teaching on this, and we're just going to go right through all the different speakers here in a minute. If you want to save your questions for the end or put them in the chat feature, you're welcome to do that, and we will do our best to answer them either during the teachings or at the very end, and we can even do a live Q&A at the end, and you can even unmute yourself at the end and ask questions, and we would love to help serve you in that capacity. So, one of the things that I love talking about, again, is that our personal health and how we can take care of ourselves. I am a mom of 4. I have, my oldest son is 23 and my youngest child is 3 years old. So I've got 20 years difference there. But my oldest son is adopted. And so we've only actually had him in our family for 5 years. We actually just celebrated his gotcha day. And so that's been really exciting and just such a blessing. And I will say this, having tiny humans around definitely has taught me, especially with them being in school, has taught me the importance of immune support. Because it's like they constantly would come home from school with like a cold, and then if one of them gets it, I'm like, look, just lick your brother, I'm just done. You know, I just go ahead and everybody lick the same popsicle. Everyone's just going to get it one round because I'm not going to do this for 3 weeks. And so anyhow, knowing how to support immune systems and getting over those types of hurdles as well very quickly is really, really important in my household. And so I've found over the years, there's kind of like 3 basic things that if you can make sure you're giving attention to 3 basic areas, you're going to really do an amazing job at supporting your overall health. Okay. And so the first thing that you can do to support your immune system is work on your internal health. Okay. So that's going to be things like your digestive system, targeting specific organs and stuff like that, that if they're not functioning on the best level, you can do different things to help those different body parts so that everybody's working together super, super well. And so one of the digestive things that we can do to support our gut, because I think a lot of people have heard the term gut health, right? If you're on video, just kind of wave at me or just throw in the comments, I've heard of gut health, okay? Because gut health is so huge. Your digestive system and your gut is everything. It's not just about what we eat either, because unfortunately, even if we eat all organic, we're still probably not going to get all of the minerals that were in the earth that have kind of been depleted, or even organic soil may not always carry that in there. And honestly, it's kind of rough it gets a little taxing on the budget to buy only organic, right? And I don't know about you guys, is it challenging to find a farmer who follows all the protocols that should be followed to make sure that what you're getting in your diet is going to be grass-fed, not given any shots of anything, not given any, hormones and all these crazy things that we're, right, let's just be real. Like, not all of us can afford that lifestyle, right? We do our best. Some of us try really hard to do those things that we know are trending and popular because we're going back to grassroots kind of a mindset, right? So there are other things that we can do to help support our body by using things like supplements and probiotics and these things. And if you've never heard of probiotics, that has kind of always been my #1 gut health starting place. And so there's 2 ways you can do it. So if you're somebody with kind of a sensitive tummy, which I do have a lot of people that's been the case, Young Living actually makes a thing called Mighty Pro. And this is a probiotic and prebiotic. So what on earth is a probiotic? What exactly is this, and what is this going to do to my digestive system? Basically, Probiotics are good bacteria that live inside your gut and that will actually help break down food into the correct size. It helps with creation of digestive enzymes that will actually be created by your body, which helps break down food so that it can be absorbed into your body. Okay, and so probiotics are so, so important for digestion and just good gut health. It's the good flora. Okay, so a lot of people would probably say like, well, don't I already have good bacteria in my tummy and stuff? Has anyone in here ever taken antibiotics? I could stick my foot up in the air. You know what I mean? Thank you. I've taken so many antibiotics in my life. I used to get chronic sinus infections when I was in my 20s, had a tonsillectomy. I've had so many crazy things done. I actually got C. diff by the time I was 26 years old. And that's actually when I learned about probiotics. And for those of you who don't know what C. diff is, it's typically more common in elderly people, okay? That's like a nursing home condition. It's not a young person condition. So to be 26-year-old and having C. diff, that's a big deal. And that's actually what got me started on a big, huge journey on health and wellness. This was back in, God, I think 2006, okay, is when I got it. And so learning all about how important it is to replace that flora in your gut. If you've taken an antibiotic is an antibacterial. It kills the bacteria in your whole body, the bad bacteria, right? Because, sinus infection, that's not a good thing. All these other things that we get. And we don't want to throw doctors out, right? Doctors are great. Medicine's great. It's helpful, right? And I needed it back then. Because I also didn't know how to take care of myself either. And I wasn't doing any other healthy things for myself, but we're going to stay on path here. So the whole thing is that when you take an antibiotic into your body, it's going to wipe out the good bacteria in your gut too. And so basically C. diff is like a super bug that you get because you've got nothing good going on in your tummy. Okay. So anyhow, probiotics are going to help replace that bacteria. Okay. And it's really important to get a lot of really good strains. It's really important to have millions and millions and millions of cultures. But what sets Mighty Pro apart from any other probiotic, it has prebiotics in there, right? So you're taking a living organism, this little probiotic, and you're putting him inside your belly and you're saying, here's your dinner. And so you're feeding him too. And so guess what he's going to do? Make babies. And those little babies are going to live in your tummy. And you're going to have so many more probiotics all throughout your digestive system. And honestly, like I said, I've had a lot of older people actually love this. I know it says Kid Sense because it is safe for the tiny humans. And so it's really wonderful in that you can actually be supporting your kids' digestive systems as well. We also have Life 9 probiotic, which is really, really amazing as well. And I think Anneli's going to talk a little bit more about that. But probiotics are huge for gut health, okay? So when we're taking care of our digestive system and all of those organs inside of our body by doing stuff for our gut, that is so, so important. And so remember I talked to you guys about how we all can't quite eat organic all the time. That's a little challenging. There are things that you can do to help support your body. If you help have a healthy gut and you're getting the right nutrients from food, that is so critical. So there are things that you can take like mineral essence. Mineral essence is actually going to have earth. It tastes like earth. I'm going to warn you. It's kind of rough, okay? I feel like I'm eating earth, but I love it because I'm eating earth and I need earth in me because what's in soil is minerals, okay? And all those minerals are supposed to get inside of our vegetables, right? Because we're all eating organic and we're all eating from farms that have like soil that's never been disrupted by metal plows or anything like that, right? No, that's not true. Like we're not Amish. I'm not Amish. I clearly, right? And so anyhow, it's so, so, so important to have those minerals put back into our bodies. And so using things like mineral essence and having that daily and replenishing that, it just helps fortify your body and all the organs of your body. Everybody is going to be a lot happier because they're getting what you were created to have. You were created to have plants. We were created to have all the minerals of earth. We were made from earth. We were meant to have all those things as part of our body. And so when we can't get it from our diet, it's so important that we supplement what we can't get with good natural supplements and great products. And why I fell in love with Young Living is there's this really cool thing that's on a lot of these packages that you'll see, this little round circle. See that little guy there? It's on all of our products. And so that little round circle, what it says is it's called Seed to Seal, okay? So Young Living products are Seed to Seal. If you already know what Seed to Seal means, go ahead and type in the chat bar what you love about Seed to Seal, okay? And for those of you who have no clue, like Kimmy, what on earth is Seed to Seal? Okay, let me tell you. Seed to Seal is like better than organic, okay? Organic, I think, is like it has to have 7 years of clean soil. Seed to Seal is 15. Okay. It's no pesticides. It's this guarantee and this promise that we are going to give you a product that is not tampered with, that's not adulterated. It's that we've actually taken the time and care and love you guys enough to make sure that every single thing that is done to the plants and the vitamins and the supplements are way above bar. They are the standard that we've all been looking for and dreaming for. Seed to Seal is a promise. It's not about creating products because we're trying to make money. It's about creating products that serve us well. And so I absolutely love that. And that is why I have fallen in love with Young Living, is because that was a promise. Not only can I buy my oils or my products, my supplements, everything from Young Living, but they're like, come to the farm, come see what we're doing. Come check out our labs. Come see how it's literally manufactured. Like, we can literally walk through and see all of the scientists and the workers and everybody just making our products right there. We can see how it's tested. We can go out in the field and harvest stuff. Like, I've been to farms. It's amazing, and it's truly transparent. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like our world is not super transparent. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's being hidden from us. And so I personally love the peace of mind of Seed to Seal because I've been to a farm. I have friends who have been to farms. I have, like, just gotten to be a part of the process, and I like knowing my farmer. So Seed to Seal to me is absolutely fantastic. And so it's just better than organic, which is really fun to say as well. So other than that, other digestive health things that we can do, and again, other people in this call, other parts of our team here are going to talk to you about some other great products for digestive health, and the other two areas I'm going to tell you about here in a sec, but this is the other big one, okay? Absolutely love Ningxia, and these are the wolfberries. You can add these to like trail mix. They're fantastic. Kim, what's a wolfberry? It kind of looks like a goji berry. It's about where it's grown. Okay, so it is in the goji berry family. So in Ningxia, so a wolfberry, which is grown in the Ningxia province of China, which is why it's called Ningxia, and you have Ningxia red, okay? It's often called ninja, but I'm Chinese, so I have to say it correctly. So Ningxia is the province where this really cool berry is grown, and it's amazing. It actually has the highest auric value. And auric value is how we measure antioxidants. Antioxidants are phenomenal for the body. What's cool about our Ningxia red drink is that it's actually infused with essential oils. And there's a really cool article you can read on PubMed where they actually tested essential oils for the elimination of free radicals. Free radicals are things that can actually cause cellular disruption in our bodies. Okay. And that's not a good thing. If for those of you who don't know what cellular disruption is when the environment around us can actually change our body on a cellular level and cause things like hormone disruptions, other problems like cancer, heart disease, and many things like that can actually happen whenever we encounter free radicals, which occur all the time. And there are essential oils out there that can actually help with the elimination of free radicals. And guess what? They are found in our Ningxia red drink. So you've got essential oils infused in here, plus those really cool high auric value wolfberries are in here, okay? So those are two really great things on gut health. And I'm gonna stop there and let everybody else have some other things to share as well. But the other two systems of the body that are really, really huge when we're talking about wanting to support ourselves is our structural health. Okay, so we've talked about internal health, right? Number two is structural health, for those of you who like to take notes. Okay, structural health is important. Those are things like seeing a chiropractor and getting yourself adjusted. There's words like subluxation that they'll talk to you about. But it's really, really important to have that spine in alignment so that everything that flows through your spine, right, now has good circulation and great movement. So structural health is really important. Other ways you can get structural health is through exercise and stretching and yoga and rest, okay? And then the other one that is really important is having brain health, okay? Brain health is so important for your immune system. Ways that you can have excellent brain health is through emotions and good sleep, okay? And ways that we can accomplish supporting ourselves emotionally. Anybody else stressed out? Anybody else having like high stress? I feel like everybody needs to like show up on their face in videos so they can be like, yes, like that needs to be on the recording. All of our faces going like, girl, right here, put it in the chat bar, all the stress, right? This has not been an easy season. I don't know about you guys, but it's been magical trying to do homeschool and everything else. And it's like, I'm just proud of myself. My hair looks nice today. So anyway, emotional health is a big deal. And so for those of you new to essential oils are fantastic at supporting the immune system by helping me recover emotionally. Okay, that's so, so critical. Ways that we can also help our emotional health is by getting good rest. Your immune system will not recover if you don't get good rest. And for those mamas out there who are staying up a little extra late because that's the only me time I'm getting, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. We got to get sleep though. Okay. So good quality sleep is important. So there are 3 things that I take on a regular basis for sleep, and that's Sleep Essence, which has melatonin, which is going to help you really get that extra bit of sleep. Okay, you just need to have this like good, and this is really good for traveling, especially when you're in a hotel and you're not like, I need to turn my brain off. Okay. MU Pro. This is going to help with your immune system, but guess what, guys? It has melatonin in it. So you can even just break this in half and give it to a kid if it's just one of those nights, okay? MU Pro is phenomenal for the immune system, and it has melatonin in it. It's a chewable capsule. I'm really weird about taste. I'm one of those people, like, I don't care what it tastes like. As long as it does its job, I'm okay with it. But some people are like, oh, girl, that's nasty. Why did you tell me to eat that? Okay, so, but I'll tell you, MU Pro was definitely a challenge for a couple of my friends to try. But again, I will do anything if it's going to accomplish something for my body that's healthy. Okay. And then the other oil that's amazing for sleep is called Rutavala. Okay. This thing is amazing. You can get it in a dropper as well, but this is a roll-on. You can just put it on your arm, put it on the back of your neck, just kind of put it everywhere. And if you're not super keen on the smell, guess where else you can put it? Big toe. Put it on your feet, put on a pair of socks, and you won't smell it again. Okay. Because I know some smells are just like, I can't get over that. I don't care what you tell me, Kim. I'm not going to make that smell in my face. I can't live like this. So you can put it on your feet. And so your foot has like all kinds of really great little points on your feet that match the organs of your body. So oils can be put there as well. So I'm going to pass this off to our amazing Anneli in South Africa to talk to you more about ways that you can support your health.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you, Kim. Jeez, she's a rock star, hey? Wow. As she said, I'm Anneli. I'm in South Africa, so I apologize for the darkness. I tried to turn up my brightness on my computer so you can see my face. But this is more about our wellness and less about my face. So let's talk about that. I mean, Kim talked about some amazing, amazing points there. I mean, I know that was a massive turning point for me as well when I changed my gut health. It just was, I mean, it changed so much in our family. So yeah, that's a whole nother thing. And I love how Kim was saying you supplement with stuff. It's not a replacement for eating well and for looking after your body. It's supplementing because something might be depleted in the soil or whatever it is. So it goes hand in hand. It shouldn't be a replacement for eating well. It should be supplementing how you're already taking care of your body. So I'll just quickly hop onto a couple of the supplements. Like, honestly, I could sit here the whole night and be like, this supplement is great for that and that and that and this one. Like, we could go over every single one of them, but we're not going to do that. I'm just going to point on a couple of them. And just because you said brain health, I was like, oh my gosh, MindWise has been amazing for me right now. I'm currently 27 weeks pregnant and some change, and that stuff is just so good, just so good. But something else that I've really enjoyed for our family, for helping us, yes, Hannah's right, omega dyes is also amazing. Like, you can't not have omegas in your life, like, seriously. Super Bee has been fantastic for us as well in our family, as well as sulfazyme. And I wanted to just quickly touch on, like, a lot of the time, okay, so my husband travels for work, not right now, but he's usually away for 10 weeks at a time and then comes back for 10 weeks at a time. And he, every time he gets on the plane, and the same happens with me, every time I get on a plane, by the time we land, it's like sniffles and a bit of, what was that on the plane? So last year we had planned a really big trip. Like, we planned it for 2 years. Like, it was one of those trips. And it was a far way to fly. And that month we happened to get, as a freebie, with our Essential Rewards orders, the 2 months prior to our flying, we'd gotten the multi-greens, Super B, Super C, and what was the one? I can't think of the name now. The really cool one with the green and the oregano and the thieves in it. Oh, why can't I think of what it's called? I should have brought it down.
The Inner Defense.
Thank you.
I almost brought that bottle up for you.
Actually, like, have my supplements here that I was going to sort out tonight. Like that. Okay, so there you go. She's got the bottle there if you can see it. And there's a Super C. So my daughter loves chewing the Super C as well. I made sure she didn't chew the other one because that's a bit of a hot oil in your mouth if you chew it. The oregano oil in it. There you go. She's showing you what they look like. So we started taking that a couple weeks before our flight. Took it during the flight, put on all the thieves on the flight, and got there, finished the bottles. And then I ordered Ningxia to arrive where we were. And I actually got like a Ningxia kit to arrive where we were. So we had Ningxia for the whole time we were there. Like, we were in hardcore. Needless to say, despite all the flying, all the, things we were exposed to, all the time changes, we felt amazing. Like, it was really cool. So I really recommend that for traveling. But off of supplements now, because like literally that could be like 5 classes on its own. A massive thing for me when I was trying to be more aware of our family's health is realizing 2 massive things. And that's your personal care items that you're using every day. You're starting your day with it. It's on you for the whole day. So your skin is obviously the largest organ in your body. And everything, if you can't eat it, don't put it on your skin, okay? If it's not safe to eat, don't put it on your skin. That's how we feel about that. So obviously your feet, as Kim was mentioning, have really large pores underneath. So they absorb quite a bit as well through your feet. So that's the other point, is not just your personal care products, but your cleaning products as well. So those are 2 major things that we focus on in our family. And we believe in not child labor, but chores for my daughter. She's 8, so obviously there's only certain things that she can do. But when she's cleaning the windows, oh my gosh, she like, her face is here and she's like spraying it like this. And she's like, you know what I mean? Can you imagine if that was some other spray bottle other than this one? Okay. This has just got the, of course I brought the giant bottle, the Thieves Cleaner in it. This stuff I've also gotten for free. I think I've bought Thieves like twice. I've been a member for a year. I think I've bought it once, maybe twice. I've got 2 extra bottles under my sink right now. And this is like full. It just lasts forever. And we clean everything in our entire house with this stuff. Windows, mirrors, toilets, floors, surfaces, like everything. Okay, it doesn't leave streaks on the windows. And I used to work on private yachts, so that's important to me. You can't have streaks on windows and mirrors. So yeah, I feel comfortable with my daughter spraying this and inhaling it in her face, like right in her face. And then also, like I said, we mop the floors with it, and then we use the leftover like mop water, because like here we don't get like those steam, those really cool, like the shark and all those things that I had when we lived in America. But yeah, so here it's like the proper like mop that you like shove in and like squeeze and then like do the floors. So that water I can then use to water my plants. We had drought here a couple of years ago and water restrictions, so we could use that water for watering our indoor plants. Or we can throw it out in the yard onto the plants and they just thrive and love it. So there you go. It's not just us thriving, it's also the plants. If it's not killing plants, which I am very well known for, then it must be doing something good. Do not have a green thumb. So yeah, that was really great for us. And then obviously the dish soap been amazing. I had, okay, so it's standard in South Africa that people have someone come to clean their house in general. Most people have it like 5 days a week. We don't. We don't. We like maybe have once a week, and now it's been like 3 months because no one's allowed to travel here. It's like way stricter here. But anyway, using this, it's so funny. The one chick was like, my hands feel so good. I can't believe it. Like, why do my hands feel so nice? And I'm like, yeah, that's how we roll. Because that other stuff just, it like has that horrible feeling, doesn't it? But, and the other thing is that those are full of sodium lauryl sulfates. They're full of like all these terrible things. And if you go look on ewg.org, you're going to see all these ingredients and how terrible they really are for you. I mean, they're endocrine disruptors. I know Kim mentioned some of these things, but it's crazy. And like bleaches in your house, like that's causing you respiratory distress, isn't it? And that's not what you need right now. So that's why I'm loving all these different things. Also, this the laundry soap. Okay, I know it doesn't look big, but 64 loads. Okay. And this stuff is magic. Okay. My daughter had an accident last week where she like cut open her face and there was blood everywhere on her favorite shirt and whatever. She had to have surgery. It was a big thing. Anyway, I was like, okay, write it off. That shirt's done. The blood's dried on there. Like, we're at the hospital. Nothing's going to go well for that shirt. And we came home, and the next day my husband was like, she loves that shirt. She really loves that shirt. Let's just see. And I'm like, all yours, babe. Go for it. And he just took some of this and just like did spots, like little spots on the marks. And then he just like scrubbed on a little bit. It's better than it was before the accident. Like, it looks amazing. I was really totally shocked. And yeah, Hannah's saying that her son's skin is so sensitive. Yeah. So that's the other thing, is that so many people are like, why do I have eczema? Why am I itchy? Why am I? And it's so frequently the SLSs and things like that. So this has got no dyes, petrochemicals, formaldehydes, phosphates, synthetic perfumes, optical brighteners, blah, 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 all that junk that is standard in your other products. And again, your clothes are on your skin, your largest organ, all day. And that's scary. That, to me, that's just not for me. So the other thing, yeah, so that's just some of the cleaning products for your house. Yeah, I have like a whole table of goodness right next to me. Okay, it's really cool. My husband was like, wow, you put a lot of stuff there. I'm like, yeah, because it's so cool and everyone should see this. Maybe I should calm down. But the other thing that is really important to us, and it's on that level as well, is, like I said, the personal care is what's going onto your body when you're getting ready for the day. I mean, before breakfast, how much junk have you exposed yourself to? With brushing your teeth, with taking a shower, all these different things. So for our family, we really, I'm throwing things around. We really enjoy the Thieves toothpaste. My daughter loves the Kids Sense one, but we don't always, it's not really here in South Africa yet. So like, this is now a treat for her. But we use the whitening, and she actually loves that as well, which is surprising to me because she's 8 and it's not too like spicy for her, which is really nice. But that's really important because you know how kids are. They don't always like rinse really well or spit really well or whatever. And thankfully with this, you can be okay with that. Like obviously we teach her how to do it correctly, but when it's younger kids and they're kind of like, and you're like, don't swallow, now I have to call poison control. I just feel safer knowing that we're using Thieves products. And also, don't get me started on this stuff. Have you even? We just got this in South Africa, the foaming hand soap. We just got it. This is my first official bottle. Like, I had the refill before I had this because it was out of stock already. And so this stuff is so cool. And, you know, obviously we're all like, we should all be washing our hands anyway, but now especially we're being told to wash our hands even more, which is great. But like, this is so cool at encouraging our kids to do that. So my daughter loves it. She's like, I love how it feels. Look how it burns in my hand. Look, it's making a pattern of it, whatever. And she, like, her imagination goes wild with whatever shapes it's making in her hand. So we love that. And then also the bath and shower gels. Now this, okay, I must say, I got this on my trip that I was talking about last year. It's like here. I'm not even kidding. I got two bottles. The other one is upstairs and it's also to about there. Okay. Because you need so little. It like lasts forever. It smells so good. I can smell it right here. I'm just going to keep smelling this. It's so good. So yeah, this has been a total treat for us because also this is one of the products we don't get here in South Africa yet. So I'm like, whatever, this is going to last me another year. So I'm good. I promise I wash myself properly. And of course, like while we're talking shower stuff, have you tried the mint facial scrub? It's so cool. Like literally as well, it like has a cooling effect on your skin. But like I really like the stuff. So this is like a really big treat for me as well. And like at first I was like, oh, it's such a small bottle, but it's also like lasting forever because you only need a tiny bit of it. And I think most of the products are like that, isn't it? Like they just last so long and you just don't feel guilty when you eventually need a refill because you know it's going to last you so long again. So it's so great. And I've decided that tonight my husband and I need to try this. This was a freebie that I got as well. You know what I mean? The Art Beauty mask. Because all the other stuff that you're getting at the store is full of junk. And that's going on your skin. And I'm not okay with that. Which also leads me to, you know, a lot of the makeup products. So obviously the Savvy Minerals line is really great. And I am very sad to say we don't have mascara here yet, but I know some of you guys have it. So maybe you can show us how amazing it is. But we sort of DIY a lot of our stuff as well. My husband's a little bit obsessed with the facial serum that I made the other day. He's like, it feels so nice on the skin. I'm like, go easy on that. I'm like, you don't need a lot. And he's like, 2 pumps. I'm like, half a pump. I put the good stuff in there. So I love that we have the option to make better choices for our family because we've got the resources now. So we can have a good facial serum because we've got all the stuff with us and we just put our own concoction of what works best for us. Yeah, the lip gloss. Oh, there you go. Leanne is saying she loves the lip gloss. Yeah, mine's almost finished. Look at that. Because I use it all the time. But again, I got it like last year sometime and I use this all the time. So there you go. Yeah, and it doesn't have that funny sticky feeling. I read once, and I don't know the accuracy of this, so forgive me if it's wrong, but I read that the average female in her lifetime consumes about 2 kilograms, which is about 5 pounds of lipstick. I don't know if that's true. So don't quote me on that number, but I mean, can you imagine? Because, you know, it's going on your lips, and where's it going from your lips? In your mouth. So I'd rather have this. Thank you very much. Yeah, so that's that. And then lastly, a really massive thing, and especially if you look in the EWG, is fragrance. Just the word fragrance is enough to make you shiver if you look it up. I mean, it's crazy. It can be so many different things. I think there's about 600 different ingredients that can fall under the word fragrance and not be listed as anything else. And I'm not going to gross you out because there's kids here, but like it can be some disgusting stuff that causes those fragrances, like really gross. like look it up. It's really, really gross. So I've been making this roller that's like currently my favorite, and I've nicknamed it Let the Good Times Roller, because it is so like, it just makes me happy. It's inspired by, where's my book? I've got it over there. The Betsy Bosom baby book. She's got it in there as one of the options for support during certain times of the month that you might be needing extra woosa. And so I just love it so much, even though I'm pregnant and not getting those times. I am still really loving this roller, and it's just a combination of these three. Don't know if you can see it, but it's valor, joy, and stress away. So I just do equal parts of those three in a roller, and then fill it up with a carrier oil, and it smells so good. I made one for my daughter the other day, and she was like, Mom, this is so special. She's like, I'm going to put this on every night when I go to bed, and it's going to make sure that I have good dreams, because that's just how it makes me feel. Like I'm just going to have good dreams, and there's going to be no bad dreams. So this is my special one. I'm like, okay, great. So yeah, this is one of my favorites. The thing about this is that it smells so good, you could wear it as a fragrance. So I don't have to go to the store and buy those horribly expensive bottles of alcohol and fragrance mixed together with a fancy label on it. My label has already smudged off because I've used it so much, and that's okay. I'm okay with that, because I'd rather have something that smells amazing, that's doing good things for me, because as Kim was saying, you need to have these support oils that are supporting you through different times, and this for me is a very emotionally supportive oil combination. So I'd rather have this than the fancy little bottles that you'll find at the store that are filled with junk. And like I said, I could probably chat about all these different things for hours and hours and hours, but like we'll stop with that for now, and I'll hand over to Hannah, because I know she's got some awesome stuff, and her kids are so cute, and they're going to come and grace us with their presents.
Hey everybody, so I have loved listening to everything you guys have been saying. You're so full of wisdom. It's just, I'm always learning something new every time I hear you guys. So I have Oliver here. He is going to show us how to use the wellness roller. His just says immune on it, so I try to make sure I label them all, because sometimes they all look very similar, unless they have like a citrusy oil in it, then you can kind of tell them apart, but otherwise it's a bit challenging. So hold on, bud, I gotta move this up. He's going to show you how to do it, because he's got major wiggle problems, and then I will tell you all about it. Okay. Can you do it?
Yeah.
Okay, put on your feet. So he'll do this like right before bed. We just make sure that we watch him, because otherwise he'll put it on all day, which probably isn't the end of the world, but there you go. What about this one? That one too. But it's like super easy. He's been doing this since he was about 1.5 years. So he's very accustomed to it by now. And should you do your back?
Yeah.
Okay. The tickly?
You.
Okay. Can I have the cover? Where's the cover? There you go. Now you can go play your trains. Okay.
Where's my socks?
Your socks are right here.
Here.
As he smears it all over my table. Oh well. That roller is from the Oils and Glass book. Looks like this. If you are a new oiler, or even not a new oiler, don't do that, bud. You're gonna fall off the table. This is a book I'd highly recommend, because it is full of recipes on literally everything. So this is pretty much the only one that I use. Like occasionally I'll get recipes from like our Facebook groups and stuff, but I don't even like look on Pinterest or anything. I just search in here and see if I can find it. If I can't find it, then I'm like, okay, team Facebook groups, I need a roller for this or that. And then everybody will like chime in and give their ideas. So what it has in it is purification, thieves, frankincense, lemon, and you can put oregano. It's totally up to you if you want to do that or not. But I, for a while, did not put that in his because it's kind of a hot oil, and I figured I just want to kind of see how it goes since he is super sensitive. Can you sit down, bud?
Okay.
Don't want you to fall off the table. So I didn't want to like, I was just kind of testing it. So what I did when he first started, like when he was 1.5, I did the lemon, thieves, and frankincense. Okay, go play. So that's what I did. But you can do like kids dilutions as well. You want to make sure you start really, really small and work your way up. So if they're very sensitive, like Oliver's super sensitive, I literally did 1 drop of each. That was it in here. Because I'm like, I'm just going to start really tiny and see how he reacts. Because I don't want it to be like, oh, I put 5 in there, so then he has this issue. And then I'm trying to figure out, okay, which one caused the problem, all of that stuff. Dada's not here right now. Come back here. He's trying to go outside. So anyways, so start really small. When I did the kids class, I said to do 3 of thieves, 2 lemon, and 2 frankincense, just because you don't want to, you can always add more. So I don't usually like fill it all the way to the top. I'll leave some space just so I can always add in, but then that way you can kind of play with it. With Oakland, I haven't started using anything except for frankincense on him. That's all he's had as far as like immune support oil. Just because I am not, and if you guys have done oils with newborns and such, I would love to learn like how to do it better. Because I haven't, like, I started when he was 1.5, so I haven't started like super tiny kiddos yet. But this is what we use. The importance of this is doing it every single night. I have noticed when I'm just like, oh, lazy, forget, you either get out of the habit of doing it, or all of a sudden you're having issues and you're like, oh, I forgot my oils. So consistency is super, super important. And this is so easy. You saw how fast he did it. He does it faster than that when people are not watching him. Like in real life, it's just like, and toss the roller at me. I'm like, okay, thanks. You got it done. But he also uses like sleep support rollers. There's tons and tons of options. And for him, he's always had trouble sleeping. So when I started, one big thing was emotions and sleep for him, because he's very, very emotional. I thought boys would be like super even kill. Nope. I learned that the hard way. I was like, oh, this is gonna be so easy. He's a boy. Yeah, right. It's not. So we use a sleep roller, and then we also use this. But yeah, like I said, just make sure you're doing it every night, because I get in the habit too of just like getting kind of lazy, by the time I actually get to bed, because I get the boys down, and by the time I go to sleep, sometimes you're just like, oh, does it really matter? Like, do I really need to put this on? But then you can feel a difference. So I'm like, no, we're not even doing that. But this is the roller we use. This is like the very first one I DIY'd. It was so, so easy. You can even do it just with starter kit oils. So leave the oregano out and the purification. But I will type in the chat box the recipe in case you guys want to save it, the kids one. And then I'll just throw the adult one underneath too. Okay, see if I can figure out how to mute myself.
All right, Ashley, do you want to go ahead and wrap us up with some of your amazing tips? I'm so excited that Ashley's on this call.
No, I will be honest. I know for me, my head would be like spinning, trying to absorb all this at once. So I really just want to tell you that the biggest thing is consistency. So whatever tips you've learned from today, just do them consistently. So for me, Super C is a great immune booster. I take it every day. It's really simple for me to do that every day. So I don't miss it because it's easy, it's simple, it's right in front of me. The other thing I do every single day, and again, we've learned about it, but Ninja Red, it's a non-negotiable. Like, it's going to happen. Last night, I think I drank it at like 9:30 because I just forgot somehow for some reason. It was super weird. Don't know. So then the next thing that I will tell you that I always do every day is sulfurzyme. So sulfurzyme for me is great because it's going to help with just healthy inner stiff, with helps actually with just getting down friction that may be in the body that may cause things to be not their right shape and not have things moving the ways they should. And it also really helps with muscle and joint health. And it helps actually with seasonal stuff this time of the year. And it can be great for your mood as well. So I just will say those 3 things for me, consistently doing those every day is enough that then I can build on it with other specific targeted areas. But those are like non-negotiable every single day, even if I forget to put any oils on, which has never happened in 6 years, but I would still do those things. The other thing I will tell you is you're not going to screw up when you're dumping oils on your body. All of them act as little cellular scrub brushes to clean around our cell membrane and allow good things to come in, like antioxidants, oxygen, and bad things to flow out, like cellular waste and free radicals. So no matter what you're doing, if you have none of the oils that we've recommended are different. I love how I say we, and I'm like, we've recommended because I want to tell you something. Having 4 people speak, you might feel like you're like, I have to do all these things. It's not that. But you might just want to take one recipe, one kind of protocol, and go from there. But if you have none of the oils, maybe that Hannah just mentioned, but you do have in front of you Manuka, which is super weird to have right in front of you, but whatever. Then you could just put Manuka on like 5 times a day. You could just keep putting Manuka on. Here's the thing, guys. Your cells are going to be healthier and your immune system is going to be stronger because you're just putting oils on. Oils, you're just putting oils on. You're just putting places on your body. You might not know what you're doing, but you know what you do know? You want clean cells. Cells need to be able to communicate. Like a good marriage, when a husband and wife need to be able to communicate, cells need to be able to communicate. And when we have that nasty gunk around the outside of our cells, they can't talk back and forth to each other, which means we have no idea why we have a headache because we can't figure out what's going on in the rest of our body. So really just a simple piece of advice on that is just use what you have and your body will adapt. Some things might be better at, a specific thing, but who cares? What you don't want to do is you don't want to say, I'm not going to diffuse any sleepy time oils for my kids because I don't have, that sleepy eyes of the cedar wood. No, you would be better off diffusing something to help them get just cellular health and maybe stay up 10 minutes later than to not diffuse because you don't have the exact right thing. So I want you to think about it. Do the next best step in your health. And I want to make sure we're really clear that the next best step in your health, if you're on this call and you do not yet have the premium starter kit from Young Living, our premium starter kit is basically like your just wellness kickstart in a box. You can start with a Ninja. You can start with Ninja and a basic kit. You could start with CBD kit. You could start with all kinds of, I'm kind of rambling saying this, but there's other ways you can start, but I will be real with you. I never want anyone to not have the basic oils. There's 12 of them that are in the starter kit because they are your wellness arsenal, your wellness box. They're what will get you kick-started into a health journey. The kit is only $165. You can get that even with our standard diffuser, which is the Dewdrop, beautiful diffuser, the Dewdrop. What is it called? Desert Mist. Guys, see, no one ever allows me on calls. This is why I just say things. And I am not going to go through the whole kit for you, but whoever invited you to this, please say to them, yes, I want to kickstart my health. Yes, I know this is for me. Yes, I know maybe I'm confused by all the information, but I know I have to do the next right thing in front of me. And the next right thing is getting that membership. If you are already a Young Living member, the next right thing for you to do, guys, is get on Essential Rewards, which is our monthly wellness box. It is like getting a box to your home of goodness. I know I get lots of subscription boxes, maybe not every month, but I think about like I get every quarter, my kids get a really cool cooking box. And then I get actually a meal delivery box once a month. And then I also get, none of them give me points back. I even get a wine club box once every quarter, and nothing gives me points back. Nothing actually really is as cool as Young Living, because Young Living actually after 12 months, you earn 25% back. When you first start, it's not as high of a percentage, but again, the person who invited you will walk you through this. I want you to know we're here to give you an overall broad umbrella. Our community is a big broad umbrella. The person who invited you on this call is like the handle on the umbrella. You need to grab onto them, let them help you. They're going to give you this big umbrella of resources to help you out, welcome you into our community, wrap you lovingly with open arms, and help you along the way. But that person really is straight up, like they are the hand on the umbrella that you need to grab onto and let them guide you throughout your journey. I want to say thank you for investing in your health and wellness. I want to say to each of you that you do matter. There is no better time than right now. You are the person that is healthy because you have an abundant mindset. You believe you're worth being healthy. You believe these supplements are going to be healthy and healing to your body. You know that our founder, actually, Gary Young, made our company on purpose, for purpose, never for a profit. And that is something that is a belief that inherently in each of us, we cling on to. So I really want to say thank you for doing that. I want to welcome each of you either to the next step in your wellness, or if you're just beginning your wellness journey, I want to tell you, if you had 5 minutes left, because we're going to go ahead and end. Even if you have to be somewhere in the next 5 minutes because you gave yourself an hour, go contact the person who invited you. Tell them, first of all, thank you for loving and caring about me. And second of all, tell them the next step you're going to take. I know for me, I'm fired up because I actually need to be more consistent with a few of my extra things that I don't always do every single day. But right now, I am a seasonal allergy person, and sometimes I need to layer on additional things, and I have not done those today. So thank you so much. I want to thank, you girls for hosting. Y'all rocked it. I don't even know why you invited me to join you, because y'all could teach all day long, and I loved hearing from you. So thank you. Thanks you guys for coming, and we can't wait to help you with your next steps.